Today we're talking about 8 altcoin picks that should be on your radar for September 2018. Stay tuned, that is coming up right now. What is going on, guys? Rodney here with Crypto Bros. Welcome to today's video. As I said, we are talking about 8 altcoin picks that should be on your radar going into September. The beautiful thing about a market crash is it gives us an opportunity to get in on some projects or extend our current positions in some of these. And what we'll kind of see today is really we're actually just coming off from some pretty high gains from from mid-August all the way to early September, and now this pullback could be another buying opportunity. Crazy projections out there in terms of where Bitcoin is going, but we're going to jump into all that in just a second. Two quick things though. One, I am giving away one of these safe ledgers. It's all based on likes. I posted this video about a week ago. All you have to do is go there. If we hit 100 likes, I will buy one, I will pick a comment, and I will mail it to your house. And then also, interesting little piece here. I'm pretty excited about it. So if you guys remember, I did do a cool wallet review and giveaway. They're actually doing a chat with the CEO and Charlie Lee that is coming up Monday, September 10th. So I'm excited to see that. Check that out. You can find more information on that on their Twitter page. Search Twitter, go to Cool Wallet S, and you can find all that. All that being said, I did put some slides together. We're gonna go through 5 coins that are pretty top quality projects, and then 3 that aren't necessarily not top quality projects, but they may not be fully on everybody's radar at this point in time. All of them are currently trading under ICO prices. We're going to jump into some slides and I'll see you guys in 1 second. So we're going to actually buzz through these first 5 coins. These are huge projects. They're making an impact in the space. They have current partnerships. They're growing their ecosystems. They're just doing a lot of things. So I will buzz through them and then we'll spend a little bit of time on the last 3. So the very first one on the docket is Wanchain. If you don't know much about Wanchain, just really briefly, Wanchain is moving the needle when it comes to interoperability. Right now, they've just launched Wanchain 2.0, which makes Vechain fully interoperable with Ethereum. This allows Ether to be transferred cross-chain from Ethereum's blockchain and accurately represented on a 1-to-1 ratio. In the later part of the year, they're going to be doing the same concept with Wanchain 3.0, but its interoperability piece will be with Bitcoin. They also have Wan Labs, which is their version of their incubator program to help launch new projects. Now, looking at the price points, Wanchain ICO'd at 34 cents. Its current price, and this could be off by a few cents because I made the slides like 8 hours ago, is right around $1 at $1.06. So that makes this currently a 3x from ICO, although we do have to pay attention because its recent low was August 14th at 62 cents with its recent high of $1.47 on September 2nd or 4th. Wanchain's all-time high was 986, so at the current price point, we are looking at a 9x. The good thing about this project in general, again, is they are moving the needle. I think now is an opportune time to be adding it to your portfolio, especially in light of the flash crash. The number 2 pick on the docket is none other than Icon, and it has retraced even further than what it was when I did my full update review a day or 2 ago. Right now, in their recent news, they have a new partnership with Certic. They have signed an MOU with Foundation W. They are launching the ICX station, which is their version of their incubator program. Again, with the focal point being on growing their ecosystem. And you will see this reoccurring theme in this month's picks. Also, they've identified their corporate identities with their rebrand between Icon Loop as well as Icon themselves. And again, focused on growing their ecosystem. I actually should show the screenshot of the Icon Loop. It's pretty impressive. But in terms of price points, Icon itself ICO'd at 11 cents. Its current price within a few cents is going to be right around 73 cents. That is a 6x from 6.6x ICO to the current price. Although the recent low was on August 14th of 50 cents and the recent high was 96 cents in September. What we've seen over the last couple of days, not necessarily this flash crash, but a taper off, and I think it's a lot of people taking profits from the lows that we saw in mid-August, so beware of that. The all-time high for Icon was also $12.74, so that puts this easily above a 12x. I didn't do the math, and I can't do that on my head, so we will continue to move on. Number 3 on the list is none other than Vechain. I swear they are like the king of crypto use cases. 3 big news articles just came out. The first being electric vehicle and battery supplier BYD is ready to install in its cards a carbon banking solution running on the Vechain Thor public blockchain. Number 2, Remy Martin is getting involved in terms of verifying that their bottles and of their booze are actually safe. This was a tweet that came out, and I actually had to piece together some different things on here between their Reddit page, but I'm pretty sure this is still valid, although I couldn't find an actual article. Here's a YouTube video that is attached as well, but it says, Vechain partner Made for Goods posts on WeChat about their Vechain Thor solution live in production for Remy Martin. If you watch this YouTube video, which I'll post in the comments below, you'll just kind of see how the bottle works. There is a sensor in the chip that basically verifies that it's never been opened. You can scan it with the Remy Martin app. Very cool piece in play. I believe this is directly tied to Vechain. Do some research, but I found this today. And then the other one that I'm for sure is legit, and people have been talking about for the last couple of days, is the fact that the People's Insurance Company of China, the largest issuer of casualty insurance in the world and the 20th largest insurer, according to Forbes, has partnered with Vechain to improve efficiencies within the industry. Super awesome updates for these guys. They continue to grow. They continue to push new partnerships. And what I like most is they continue to have use cases. And I think we'll continue to see this project well into the future. In terms of price points, they did ICO at just under 24 cents. They're currently trading at 1.5 pennies. But remember, we had to do that thing where we divided their current price by 100 to get the new VET price. So even at 1.5 pennies, this is still 8x from their ICO price. Remember though, recent low in August was just over 0.5 penny, and the recent high, which was on September 4th, was just under 2 pennies. So we saw, again, like many of these projects, from mid-August to early September, had massive growth, like 100% on many projects. Thing to remember here is all-time high still would have been at $9.45. If we translate that down into the current prices, that's 9.5 cents essentially. So a lot of room for these guys to run. And again, my favorite thing about these projects is the fact that they have use cases. Not to mention they have a very similar relationship to NeoGas with their VET token and the Vechain Thor actual token. And again, that growing ecosystem is absolutely killer for these guys. So that is why she is my number 3 pick. So moving on to my number 4 pick, it is Ontology. And before we kind of jump into this Ontology Neo debate, let's talk about price points. So Ontology actually ICO'd at 20 cents. It's currently trading at $1.95, so that makes it a rough 10x to its current price. Although recent lows in August were at $1.14, although we saw a huge climb up literally from August 14th to August 28th, where it was at $2.77. Its all-time high is at $10.71, but the project has retraced the least amount, only about 80%-ish compared to any other project on today's list. And with this dropping price, especially with this massive flash crash, this could give us another opportunity, another good buying opportunity to get back in. In terms of some recent news on Ontology, they were recently listed on Buybox. OMG hits Binance. They do have a new partnership with in the gaming sector with Cocos, and they just recently went through their mainnet and token swap. Although the beautiful thing about Ontology is they are focused on growing their ecosystem. Now, the thing I actually want to talk about for just 1 second is kind of this head-to-head battle between Ontology and Neo. A lot of classic Neo fans are kind of converting over to Ontology. There's a lot of things that are being said right now and rumors that Ontology is going to kill Neo and all these different things. And while there's some really good arguments that can be made on that, I don't know if I'm fully sold that Neo is now the stepchild in the family. The difference between the two is Neo is still fairly well developed, right? They have their ecosystem, they have their own tokens, they have all these things in place, where Ontology may need to be coddled a little more as they get going. I'm not saying that in a negative way, so don't be like, Neo or Ontology is the best project ever. No, that's not what I'm saying. But look at where they're at. Neo's been around. It literally went from ant shares to Neos. It is fairly well established. Ontology is the new kid on the block, and no doubt about it that it's a great project and a hot project. But do I fully believe that it will overtake Neo? At this point, no, although there are some cases that can be made for that. So that being said, let's move on to number 5. We're getting a little pressed for time here, so I'm actually going to hustle through this one pretty quick. But my number 5 pick is OMG. ICO price was literally at 35 cents, current price at 3.89. So we're basically 11x from ICO to current price. The recent low was August 14th at $3.35, and the recent high was September 4th at $4.90. Since then, we've retraced again from $4.90 to $3.89. But the great thing about OMG is, for one, they're wickedly well established, full company, boots on the ground, boatloads of employees, really kind of invading the space of unbanking the banked and really providing real world use cases, but they've kind of been waiting on Plasma to launch their actual project. Interesting piece here is F2 Pool has silently been accumulating OmiseGO in preparation for staking. They currently have a current balance of 1.8 million tokens, which is worth 8.9 million USD. A lot of people are excited for when the staking attribute comes out, as well as some of the other features they're going to have. But all-time high, $26.14 from the current price point today. That is a 6.7x back up to the all-time high. A lot of people's top project based on what they're doing and what they're kind of bringing some of these underdeveloped countries. So love OMG, but again, that is my number 5 pick. So my very last 3 picks on this list are Pundi X, Elastos, and Universa. All super good projects, but the interesting thing here is the fact that all 3 of them are trading underneath their ICO price. Elastos ICO'd at $18.09, currently trading under $8. Universa ICO'd at a penny, currently trading at about 3/4 of a penny, and Pundi X ICO'd at 2/10 of a penny, and is underneath that price as well. So diving into these last 3, first up is Elastos, really solid project, really gaining some clout in the space. I don't know if you guys follow Crypto Chico, really awesome channel, but he's very bullish on Elastos. I'm not gonna have a ton of time to dive into what all it covers today, but if somebody wants to see a video specifically on Elastos, I have no problem doing the research, making a video. Just leave me a comment in the comment section below if this is something you're interested in. But from a fundamental standpoint, like, it is really hard to beat this. 33 million, essentially 34 million total supply, circulating supply 8 million, currently has retraced really big. I mean, at one point this was almost trading at $90, and what we've seen since August 14th was a price point of $5.78, a run up to almost $11, and now we are back under $8. Again, just looking at the actual all-time high here, let's do this quickly. $91.56 with a 91.35% retracement from the all-time high. Big play here, and the only thing I'll touch on in today's video is the fact that the Elastos TV box sold over 100 carrier nodes in August through our partnership. If everything goes well, we are hoping to take half of the Chinese TV box market. Huge play for these guys. I can dive into more of this if I do a review. Let me know if you want to see that. But moving on, number 7, which is Universa. In my personal opinion, I think this one flies under the radar and is undervalued. Current market cap is just under $13 million. What's super interesting about this project in general, and I've covered this before, I'll post a card above my head if you want to check out that video, is the fact that Universa wasn't initially supposed to be a blockchain. It was a distributed system for executing smart contracts. Now, fast forward to the present day, they're focused on smart government, smart money, smart cities. They actually just had a huge update for August based on what they're working on. If we look at the price points, though, in mid-August, like when we saw everybody else's charts run up, these guys didn't change, and now we're literally at the exact same price. August 23rd, August 24th, we were at the all-time low of 0.0067, so essentially 2/3 of a penny. We're currently trading at 2/3 of a penny now. What I also found really interesting, especially just because this is kind of weird and never correct, but the technical analysis buy on here is a strong buy. More importantly, though, the argument that was made about Universa is the fact that it didn't have very much visibility or very much volume. It was listed on Coinbase, Robinhood, and Livecoin. Just literally as of the 6th, Universa is listed on Bitfinex and Ethfinex. If we look at what Bitfinex is, it is currently the number 5 trading platform in the world. So that will bring some visibility to this project. I think that is a huge play. Again, if you want to know more about Universa, by all means, check out the video just to kind of give you a quick snippet of their most recent update. says our current objectives for the coming autumn and winter include launching pilot trials and operating projects in the area of smart government, including budget spending control, protecting against fake diplomas, etc. We see this in other projects. Smart cities, meaning smart utility contracts, managing city robots. Smart money being social payments and education tokens, and smart blockchain with gold and the euro. So interesting things here. Last but not least is Pundi X. This is my number 8 pick, and just like all the other charts we saw, big run up from mid-August to early September. This essentially went from 1/10 of a penny to 2/10 of a penny, which is actually a pretty massive run up. As you know, if you are holding Pundi X on Binance, you get a monthly kickback. Up until September, it was 7%. Now I believe it drops to 3%. Nonetheless, there's free tokens to have there. But really what I want to focus on in this pick is the fact that they're gaining traction with their point of sale system. Brazil to receive 1,000 multi-crypto point of sales terminals. We'll just go ahead and check out this article and wrap this up. So it says, Brazil is set to receive 1,000 point of sale system terminals that can accept multiple cryptocurrency as payment. Indonesian POS terminal supplier Pundi X has finalized a deal with the Brazilian company Bit Capital that will see 1,000 X POS devices distributed to hundreds of retail outlets, according to the joint press release. Bit Capital states one of its main goals in creating an infrastructure network that can make cryptocurrency to fiat transaction as straightforward as it is achievable. And you guys can check out this article. This isn't necessarily their only distribution of these point of sale systems, but I believe this is their second largest. And I think we will see more of this in the upcoming futures. People kind of get these little stations right in their local gas station, 7-Eleven, whatever it may be. But that is what I got. Those are my 8 picks. I'll keep this little wrap up short here. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you. As always, you guys are the shit. Love you. There is a beer can in the top left corner. If you click on that, that will subscribe to the channel. Again, I am giving away one of these safe ledgers, so if you want to enter it, check out that video. All that being said, guys, have a great night, and I will check you later.